All right, it's time to get real. It's time to talk about the journey that all of us are wanting and all of us are dreading. The journey to find the perfect natural deodorant. Who's with me? Hey, lovelies. I think we've all been here. Most of us have been walking down this road. I know that deodorants have been under scrutiny for a while now, and a lot of us are trying to make choices that are going to be better for our bodies in the long run. And that is what I'm here to talk to you about today. And boy, do I have some things to say. Now, if we haven't met before, my name is Kelly, and I am a professional hair and makeup artist. And here on my channel, I strive to keep beauty real. Real honest, real relatable, and real fun. So if that sounds like something you'd enjoy, don't forget to click subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. And thank you for joining me in a video where I talk about body odor. That's a weird one to start with, but welcome to my channel. All right, so I have a few to share with you. The good, the bad, and the smelly. Well, the ones that made me smelly, I guess is more what it comes down to. If you're interested in knowing about the natural deodorants that I've tried, the one that I'm currently using, the one that I'm loving, and the ones that I can't wait to throw in the recycling bin when this video is over, then let's get into it. I think a lot of people label this as natural deodorant. Now, natural is one of those words that doesn't mean anything. I think what most of us are looking for is an aluminum-free deodorant, and that is going to be what I'm sharing with you today, is all of the aluminum-free deodorants that I've tried. Now, some of these you could probably label as clean. You could label them as, you know, like I said, natural. What I would do is look through the ingredient list. You might know what ingredients you're looking for and what you're not, but I'm here to share with you all of the products that I found worth giving a shot after looking at the labels, and some of them are good and some of them are tragically not. Now, if you watch the intro of this video, you'll know that, like I mentioned, I am a professional hairdresser, which means I have my arms up in the air 97% of the day, and part of that, I'm like lurched over people with my armpit right in their face as I'm shampooing their hair. So finding a deodorant that still really works, that I can be confident in, is very important. And it's been a journey. Now, I know that a lot of people have the whole, like, you have to detox your armpits, you have to do this, you have to do that. Honestly, I have not done any of that. I actually really never found the need. Maybe I would have had a better experience at the beginning of my journey, but I really never found the need. I will say, in the beginning, I did find myself sort of like tiptoeing back into the waters of like your traditional deodorants, just because there were those times that it's like, I can't. Today, I have to be on. As some of you might know, I am also, other than being a hairdresser behind the chair in my own salon, I'm also a platform artist for a professional hair care brand, and I've had some days where I start at 3 a.m. and end at like 8 p.m. And so those are those times that, again, I'm still in close proximity with people, my arms are in the air, and it can get to be a very long, crazy day. And some of those days I was like, I can't have this be this day that I don't know if my deodorant is gonna work. So there was probably about 6 months in the beginning that I sort of like wibble wobbled. I was unfaithful. And then eventually I just stuck with it and just got through that. I was gonna say that like hairy period, but when we're talking about underarms, like that means a whole other thing. So anyway, I digress. Let's dive into some of these deodorants. Wow, this is gonna be an interesting one, isn't it? So right off the bat, this is one that I want to talk about because it's one that I think everybody has seen. I think all of us have seen like ads on social media of some sort. This is Lumi. Now, I do believe that they've changed the packaging. They still have this type of packaging available. They also have it in like a tube, like in a squeezy tube. So this is totally dried up at this point, I'm pretty sure. But you can see like it's got that like traditional like sieve, if you will, like that you kind of like crank the product up and out of. Now, Lumi says that this is an odor shield for underarms and private parts. So you can use this all over your body. You've got stinky feet, you've got stinky areas, you can use this wherever. So that is one bonus to this. And I know now at this point they've come out with like several different scents. So this was actually gifted to me by a colleague, a hairdresser in the building that I work in, and she was like, hey, like I want you to try this, which is so weird. It's like, hold on, are you saying something? But I know that we were just both on that like aluminum free deodorant journey, and I think she got like a multi-pack and she's like, here, give this a go. So does this work? Flat out, yes, it absolutely does work. Here is the problem that I have with this. The consistency is really kind of wet, and I actually think that the tube would be better than this thing, because like one click wasn't enough, but 2 clicks was way too much product. And then you've got like too much product, you're trying to like work that under your arms. It just got to be messy. The other thing, okay, so this one doesn't have a scent on it. So I'm wondering if at one point they just had an original scent, or I'm honestly not sure. It smells, it's probably like an herbaceous thing, but I was I was wearing this and I think Jeremy wanted to give it a go. I think that's what this was. I don't think he smelled it on me, but I think I was using it and then he wanted to try it. And he said something about like, it kind of smells like cheese. And I was like, nope. I think at that moment I set it down and I was like, I'm sorry, I can't. Because now every single time I put this deodorant on, I'm going to be thinking of smelling like cheese. And I know I live in Wisconsin, but come on, you guys. So, no. Now, I did notice, I would be very, very curious. I might at some point, when I get through some of my deodorant hoard, I might try to order this in a tube. If you have tried Lumi in a tube, let me know, because I would honestly be very curious. I think that it would be easier to get out the amount that works for you, wherever you're putting it, and they have multiple scents now, so I think that I would like something like that. I am honestly not someone that goes for like herby scents, like rosemary, sage, things like that. If it smells like an herb you rub on chicken before you put it in the oven, I don't want to smell like it. Like, that's not my jam. I don't exactly want to smell like grandma's flower garden either, but I don't want to smell like Thanksgiving dinner. So, or cheese. I don't want to smell like cheese either. So let me know if you have tried the tube and if you've tried any of the other scents. But does this work? Yes. Do I use it? No. That's all I have to say about that one. All right. The next one, and this is probably the worst offender that I tried, is the Schmidts deodorant. And I don't even have this anymore. I probably burned it on a pyre somewhere. I'll put it right here. I think that I tried 2 scents of this. I tried the charcoal and magnesium, and then there was one that was maybe like a Schmidts for sensitive skin. I think that that one does not have baking soda in it. That is another ingredient that some people can find a lot of irritation with. By the way, Lumi is also baking soda free, but I believe that there was one of the Schmidt kinds that was baking soda free and one that had baking soda in it, I believe. But here is what I'm going to tell you. And it not only happened to my tube, it happened to Jeremy's tube as well, because he also had the charcoal and magnesium one. It worked great at first, and then eventually it was like glass shrapnel. It was like rubbing salt crystals under your armpit. It got crystallized in the container and it was like scratchy. It was so scratchy. I loved the smell of it. I really liked that smell. It was very clean scented, just very I want to say shower fresh, but I feel like that almost has that weird Bath and Body Works candle type vibe. You guys know what I'm saying. This honestly just felt clean, ozone-y a little bit maybe. But anyway, so the only problem was those darn crystals, and I think I may know why that is, and I'll let you know in a little bit here, talking about another deodorant. But I just couldn't do that anymore, and I just chucked it in the garbage. And when it started happening to Jeremy's as well, I was like, yeah, okay, I don't know what's going on here, but I don't like this. I can't do that. So if you have armpits of steel, Schmidts might work for you. I do also feel like, compared to some of the other ones that I tried, it was not as effective. And I would say that most of the time, a lot of these aluminum-free deodorants, you do have to reapply if you were having a really long day. So I would say in a normal work day, I don't have a problem with reapplication. I don't feel like I need to do that. But if I do have an incredibly long day, if I had to get up super early and I'm working till 8 or 9 at the salon, I might want to reapply at some point during the day. I will also say that I tend to apply deodorant at night before I go to bed, and then also in the morning before I leave. That's just my jam. That's just how I do it. So after I shower at night, I usually put some on and then I reapply in the morning. It's just, I feel fresh when I go to bed, and then I like to boost myself in the morning. Okay, so this is another one that has pros and cons. This is the Kopari deodorant, and I do think that they have another scent now. Maybe it's rose and coconut or vanilla and coconut, but this is aluminum free and it is also vegan. This deodorant is a bit different in texture, and that is one of the things that I don't love about it. Is more like a gel. Yeah, it's very almost wet feeling. So this does work. This regular I don't know, it doesn't say it has a scent. It is just like lightly coconut scented. It really smells very nice. Like I feel like this is something, as long as you like coconut a little bit, it's not like boom in your face sunscreen coconut. It just has that like light, fresh coconut vibe to it, but I digress. So it smells nice, but because it does have that little bit of a wet feel, I usually don't like wearing this when I'm wearing like a tank top or even like a cap sleeve like I have on today. I need to have something like that separates my armpit from my arm. Does that make sense? Like, I just don't like that damp feeling, or you have to like walk around and do the chicken dance for a while, and I just don't have time for that. I'm not that person that gets up in the morning. Sorry if I keep like doing this, but it is hot as heck in here. Good thing I'm wearing good deodorant. But I am not that person that gets up in the morning with like that much time where I just like want to walk around and like prepare my deodorant. So that's not going to happen, but I do like this one. I will definitely use this up. I don't know that I would repurchase like I saw recently. I don't know if it was in the BoxyCharm pop-up or somewhere, but they were like half off. Maybe it was the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale, but like I was like, ooh, should I get another one of those? And I was like, you haven't even gone through this one. Like this is the one that I tend to like keep in my nightstand drawer if I'm just like, oh, deodorant, and I like need to throw it on because I know it works. It does actually for me last all day. But it's just that tactile feel. So I would be very curious to smell the other one too, though. I don't know. It's like that thing where it's like, why, if it isn't like your holy grail, would you ever get it again? But it isn't bad. So I guess like if that wet feel isn't something that you really mind, I think that this would be something that you would enjoy. I also think because of the thin consistency, if you have quite a bit of hair under your arms, this would be a product that you could work in pretty well because it is nice and thin, whereas like some of the like thicker creams, I think it's a little bit harder to do that. So this would be a nice one for that. It does have a nice scent. It's just that wet feel. I can't get past that. Here is one that I found through my friend Jennifer from My Decadent Life, and if you guys have been to my channel before, you'll know that Jennifer has led me to find lots of different clean beauty brands, lots of fun little like independent companies. And this is the deodorant cream from the Little Seed Farm. So this comes in this cute little tub here. So this is, I believe, the activated charcoal scent. And I think that they might actually have a couple that have the activated charcoal in it, but this one actually smells a bit minty, I would say. So as you can see, I am like almost out of this one. So this was, I'm going to say it, this is what I thought would be my holy grail deodorant. Now, there are a couple things that are sort of like caveats to this. The one thing is it's in a jar, so you have to like scoop it out. And you guys know I am team no fingers. Jennifer is also team no fingers, so I don't know how she does it, but you can get this little like bamboo spatula thing that you can use to like apply it under your arms, which is what I have. I did also purchase a couple scents for Jeremy, and he does not use a spatula. He just uses his fingers. But because this does have a coconut oil base to it, it is very emollient, and you really do have to work to get this off of your hands. So if that's not something that you think would be your jam, you're either going to want to get the spatula, which is again just a bamboo spatula, or you're going to want to skip on this one. Now, a few pros to this. First of all, I love celebrating small family-owned businesses. Like this company, just from perusing their website and looking at their products, I have actually purchased a few other products. If you guys are curious, let me know, but I have purchased a few other products from this company. I also enjoy that you can actually get samples of the deodorant to try, and they are either free or like super inexpensive. I honestly cannot remember. I think it was free, and then you just had to pay the shipping. So I will make sure to leave the link down there. I think I do have like a referral link, so I'll make sure to send that your way. Okay, I did look, and you get 2 deodorant samples for free. So they will send it to you, and I think you just have to pay minimal shipping. And I see that right now they have a limited edition coconut scent. That sounds amazing. I have tried the cucumber and the grapefruit lemon. The jasmine green tea is also very nice. I actually at this point, I think I've tried all of them. The lavender is again, it's herbaceous. I don't want to smell like that. Like, I feel like lavender is one of those things that can really like clash with some fragrances. So that's why I chose this activated charcoal one, because that like minty scent, it is fairly strong at first, but it does dissipate. Like when Jeremy puts on his rosemary patchouli, it does like smell, and on him, I don't mind that scent. Like, I just wouldn't want to wear it. But so like I can smell it for a couple hours and then it dissipates. But I don't mind the consistency. It is just a little hard to get off of your hands. However, a couple things here. So first of all, I have noticed that this charcoal does stain lighter clothes, and I'm so bummed about that. I have this like mustard colored shirt that just recently I washed, and I noticed, and I don't think it probably happened in one time of wear. I think it was like over, you know, the winter, because it was a long sleeve shirt. I'd worn it quite a few times, and I noticed that the underarms of that shirt look kind of grayed. And I have noticed that on a couple of my lighter colored shirts from wearing this, I have over time built up like a gray color from the charcoal that's in this. So that is kind of a bummer. So if you tend to wear lighter clothes, you might not want to get this one. Or if you want to have this, you maybe want 2 cents, you know, one that doesn't have the charcoal in it. The other thing, remember how I was talking about the crystals. So Jeremy, all of a sudden one day, like I noticed when after he'd taken a shower or something, he had like this like really like scratches underneath his arm. And I was like, babe, what happened? Like, I didn't know if he was like hauling tree limbs and like just totally got scratched up, and he couldn't really think of anything. And then I think it was actually the next time he was applying his deodorant, he was like, you know what I think it is I think it's this deodorant. He noticed that there were like these little crystals that were in his deodorant, which like you'd think that you'd notice when you're scratching your underarms while applying it, but he was probably just in a hurry. Anyway, I digress. I did reach out to the company because I noticed that there was like quite a buildup of crystals on the ledge, and we opened up the new one that we had gotten for him, and there was nothing there. So I did reach out to them just to see like, hey, is this a weird like batch thing or what? And for the record, they got back to me like within no time with a response, but what they said was it's due to temperature change. And Jeremy does keep his deodorant in the bathroom. So if you think like just throughout seasonal changes, but also showering and like the temperature changes that can be caused in the bathroom, you are slightly heating up and cooling down that product. So that can cause crystals to form. It is easy to dissolve them. You can just like pop your jar into a bit of warm water to dissolve that, mix it up a little bit, and then let it like reform. So you can do that. I personally have not had that problem in mine. I don't know if it's, I usually shower in a different bathroom, and I don't know if that's it or if it's just formula to formula. I'm not quite sure, you know, because I don't use that scent. But that is one thing that I just wanted to be honest with you guys on. Other than that, I really do like this. Like I said, I really thought that this was going to be my holy grail deodorant forever and ever. But in the last like 3 or 4 months, for some reason, this deodorant isn't as effective for me. I don't know if it's my body chemistry changing. I don't know if my body has gotten used to this product. I don't usually believe in that type of stuff. Like sometimes clients will be like, oh, I need to start using a different shampoo because my hair's gotten used to it. I totally don't believe in that. But I don't know if that's the case with this, but I just find that like by 3 or 4 o'clock, I'm not feeling the most confident in my scent. So I usually tend to wear this at night and then use something else during the day, or use it on a day where I know I'm going to be able to reapply, or I'm not going to have that long of a day. You know what I mean? So that is one thing, and it really bums me out because I really want to keep supporting Little Seed Farm. So I'm a little bit bummed because I really did enjoy this. I think that, you know, if you have underarms that tend to be a little sensitive and dry, this would be a great product because it is so emollient. The ingredient list is great, and like I said, I just love supporting this company. I think I would like to get another jar in a different scent just to be able to try it out. Does it seem like I'm liking any of these deodorants? I'm sorry if like you start to think that, oh, this is it, and then like, oh, this isn't it. But I just want to be honest about every single one of these deodorants, and truly, I think that most products, whether it's like hygiene products, beauty products, hair care products, like they all have pros and cons, because I don't think there is one ring to rule them all, if you will. Like there's always going to be a pro and a con. So I'm just trying to lay out all the information for you guys so that you can decide. Now, let's talk about the deodorant that I have really been loving and is my go-to at the moment. Good old Native. I'm sure if you've been watching videos here on YouTube, you've seen several people talk about Native. I had definitely been hearing the buzz about it, and I wanted to give it a go. This is my second tube of Native deodorant. I've had the, I believe it's like vanilla and cedar. I'll have to double check that, but I had that one. I really did enjoy that one. This is it's a limited edition. This is the Jungalow Paradise Flower and Amber. So this one is definitely a bit more on the floral side. I would honestly probably go back to something that's like a little bit more fresh. This is nice for the spring and summer because I do tend to like wear something like fragrances that are a bit more floral, but I can't imagine wearing this and then throwing on like By the Fireplace from Replica on as my fragrance, you know, in the wintertime. So I think that would just like really clash, but I am really enjoying this. So the top things that I love about this is the consistency. This is the closest to your traditional deodorant consistency that I have found. It is not too creamy, it is not too dry, it is never crystallized on me, and I really like that. I would also say that this has been keeping me feeling fresher as far as like scent for longer. I do think that this is definitely more of that deodorant and not an antiperspirant. And that was maybe something that I should have put at the beginning of this video. Most of the time, when you're looking at products that are baking soda and aluminum free, you are going to still sweat. Those products are what keep you from sweating as much. So I do still get damp, but I don't get smelly. And that to me is the big thing. So I am really enjoying Native. I did see that they've now come out with plastic-free packaging, which is totally awesome. I think I would like to try that next. But also, let's see, has Jeremy used this one before? I think he's tried this and really enjoyed it as well. I think he tried the last tube that I had. So I've also gotten the vanilla coconut, or it was vanilla chai. It was around the holidays. It was like a little vanilla chai mini. That one didn't make it into my empties. I don't know what the heck happened there. Otherwise, maybe I would have talked about it already. So that is really pretty much it. So if I had to go through and like rate all of these, I guess that I would say Native is going to be number 1 for me, then Little Seed Farm, then Kopari, then Lumi. This Lumi. Like I said, I'd still really like to try the other Lumi, see if the new scents are better, see if the tube is better. And then, honestly, Schmidts, I never have any intention of buying again. Even though I have a feeling that those crystals probably were caused by that temperature change shift, perhaps. But when it's in a tube like this, like, what are you going to do? You're not going to, like, let that product get warm and then cool it back down. And actually, my like tube of that I always kept in the bedroom, so I don't know how the temperature would have changed that much. I'm starting to get rambly, but like I said, I don't think that I would ever get the Schmidts again, since I have a couple other options here that I really like. So I hope that this video wasn't too like all over the place. I guess I'm just like reliving my experiences and really trying to be honest with you guys. I hope that you found this helpful, and you'll have to let me know if you've tried any of these. If you have a deodorant that I didn't list here that you are head over heels in love with, please let me know in the comments down below. I hope that this sort of like step away from makeup and hair care and skincare was something that you enjoy, but body care is a big part of beauty as well. I definitely had fun sharing with you my experiences. You'll have to let me know if you want to see more videos like this in the future, things that are like just like one click off of the mark. That's me, one click off of the mark. Okay, that's gonna be it. Wow, I'll see you really soon.